Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me about your film, Victor. I am very interested in getting more insight about this film because I think it's one that I just want to share with as many people as possible.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I just would like to say something very quick.
Yes.
With my French accent, if there is something you don't understand, please don't hesitate to ask again.
Absolutely. I appreciate that heads up. But let's just start with the basics. For those who I share this video with and are just discovering Victor, what's the synopsis of the film?
Yeah, so Victor is about the story is about a deaf Ukrainian man that is desperately trying to find his place in the world during the brutal Russian invasion of Ukraine. And it's a film about belonging. It's a film about resilience. It's a film about the struggle of survival in a world that is so brutally loud for some and deeply silent for others.
Yeah, what a dichotomy to capture here, and what a remarkable story. I spent a lot of time wondering when I was watching the film how you came across this story and what made you decide to make this into a film.
Yeah. So about 10 years or more than 10 years ago, I lost my hearing on the right side during the war of Libya, during the revolution. And, losing my hearing really reshaped the way I understand the world, and of course, the perception of the sound. And this is this perspective that really driven me to tell the story, to explore the inner world of a deaf man in war.
Yeah, so the thing that struck me about Victor is it's already a compelling story. So certainly something that's worthy of being documented in a film, but how you documented it is so unique. I mean, it's very theatrical, it's very artistic. I want to know, was that always the intention from the beginning? Tell me more about how you approached the way you wanted to present this film.
Yeah, so when you come to the visual grammar of the film, the visual language of the film, even the soundscape, uh, I didn't prepare it beforehand. Okay, I didn't plan it. So it evolved really naturally. When I arrived on the ground, I was starting to get Victor better, when we start to build a deepen connection together. And this is what usually happens when I shoot a documentary. I can have a vision, but the visual language of the film really happens when you are on the ground. And yes, what was very important was how we can help the audience to dive into the inner life, into the inner world of Victor, and what are the tools that I can use to achieve this.
Mhm. Yeah, and I think that you really accomplished that with this film. It's such an immersive experience, and I greatly appreciate that, especially for a documentary, and how theatrical it is, but also just how all the technicals are dialed in. Um, I'll tell you, and I'll be honest, one of the things that really grabbed my attention when I was looking through all the films and trying to kind of decide what I was going to watch. One thing that caught my attention is a producing credit. It looks like Darren Aronofsky was a part of this project. Can you talk a little bit about his impact and influence on how this happened?
Sure. In 2020, Darren sent me an email out of the blue. It was a big surprise. I was based in London at the time. It was a very complimentary email, so I was very excited. And a couple of months later, I met him in New York, and with his team, we tried to develop a few story, but the COVID happened. And when the war of Ukraine was about to start, we decided to make a film together about Ukraine. I didn't have a story yet, you know,
Mhm.
but we really wanted to work together for a long time. And during the world shooting period, I was in touch with Darren. We were able to communicate together and with the world production team, giving the progress where we had. And, the thing that was extraordinary with the team is how much they give me support on the creative side. A film in black and white with a strong sound design. I was very lucky to have the support and the trust of Darren and Dylan Golden, Brendan Nellar, the producer Sigrid that really helped me to make that film. So that was very important to have their support and help.
Yeah, that's awesome. And obviously, I think that it all came together to create such a great final product. Just, I guess, last thing on the style of the film. Because again, as I'm watching it, I'm like, I can't believe this is a documentary. I mean, even if it was a fictional narrative film, it would still be remarkable from the production value. Did you ever consider making a fictional film or a fictional story here, or was this always intended to be a documentary?
Always a documentary.
Hmm.
Believe me, I have that remark before about the film, but when I was on the ground, I made that film with a hammer and a nail, really. I was a one-man crew doing the sound, directing, the cinematography. I think 95% of the film was shot with one single lens. Uh, and, you know, I understand sometimes people, because of the style, might think, oh, is it a dog? Is it a drama? But really, um, you know,
It is what it is, right? And I think it's remarkable. It's so wonderful how it, and I yeah, just recommending to all my friends that they make time for this film.
thank you. Really appreciate it.
So it's premiering in Toronto. And
Premiering, right?
yeah, tell me about how you feel about this film in Toronto and what that means to you.
Very, very excited. Of course, it's a great honor, and it was an amazing news when they told us and we were selected, and even a greater news when they told us we were selected for the prestigious program platform, So yeah, I mean, we're very excited. Can't wait to show the film to the audience in Toronto.
Hmm. Yeah, and Victor is going to be on in Toronto as well.
We will see.
We'll see.
But
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think what is now that I've seen the film and I just really enjoy what it is, I'm curious more about what you want people to get out of this film. When people watch this film, what do you want audiences to take away from it?
yeah, I think one thing that is important to me is that I think like the film is almost like a testament on how embracing your own difference can really unlock profound uh how do you say fulfillment and purpose. And I really hope also that the film can help to raise awareness for a community that unfortunately, and especially in time of war, have been too often overlooked, that, you know, even during the brutal invasion, some Ukrainian citizens, the most vulnerable Ukrainian citizen are, can stand bravely with defiance, really. I don't know if I answered your question,
No,
but
you did. That's a phenomenal answer. I'll go ahead and wrap up, but just for fun, what are you looking forward to doing in Toronto while you're at the festival?
uh, yeah, that's a good question. I've been to Toronto a couple of times. I love that city.
Yeah.
I really love it. So it's a great opportunity. I'm in New York, so no, it's not far.
Mhm.
But we'll have few meetings. I will have obviously. I have two panels also that will do in Toronto.
Great.
Uh, and I will attend the screening. Will be Q&A. And I hope I will have time to have some good time in Toronto too.
I expect so. I hope it's a remarkable experience for you. I'm sure it will be, and I'll keep spreading the word about making sure that my friends and everyone I talk to gets to a screening of Victor.
Thank you so
So
much.
yeah,
Appreciate it.
absolutely. Thank you again, Olivier, for this
So,
conversation. And I congratulate you on the film, and I'm looking forward to this and whatever you do next.
thank you.